A mysterious object from another star system is heading straight through our solar system, and some of its behavior simply shouldn't be possible. I'm William, and today we're talking about 3I Atlas. In July this year, the astronomy community reported a discovery that quickly drew worldwide attention. Another interstellar object, a visitor from outside our solar system, had been detected. Its name is 3I Atlas. 3I Atlas was first spotted on July 1st, 2025, by the Atlas Survey Telescope in Rio Hurtado, Chile, part of the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert system. After further orbital calculations, astronomers confirmed that this object entered the inner solar system at a speed of about 61 kilometers per second, following a hyperbolic trajectory. In simple terms, that means it does not belong to our solar system. It's not one of our original planets, comets, or asteroids, but a true visitor that came from elsewhere in the Milky Way. The name 3I Atlas also carries a specific meaning. The number 3 indicates that it is the third interstellar object ever detected by humans. The letter I comes from the word interstellar. Before 3I Atlas, the only confirmed interstellar objects were 1I Oumuamua and 2I Borisov. Now, 3I Atlas has joined that very exclusive list. The first interstellar object ever detected was 1I Oumuamua, discovered in 2017. Its arrival completely overturned what astronomers thought they knew. Oumuamua showed no comet tail and no signs of gas jets, something extremely unusual for any comet passing near the Sun. Even more puzzling, as it approached the Sun, its speed did not decrease under solar gravity. Instead, it accelerated. Under normal physics, an object coming toward the Sun should gradually slow down. To explain this anomaly, some researchers proposed that sunlight could be causing surface materials to sublimate, creating a tiny push, like a natural thruster. But this explanation still cannot fully account for the amount of acceleration observed. Oumuamua also rotates once every 7 hours, causing a blinking effect in telescope images. Based on these brightness variations, astronomers believe it has an extremely elongated shape, something like a cigar. Most objects drifting in interstellar space for millions of years tend to become round or irregular, but Oumuamua's long, narrow form looks strangely similar to what humans imagine an interstellar spacecraft might look like. This resemblance is one reason it became the center of intense public speculation. The second confirmed interstellar object, 2I Borisov, was discovered in 2019 by an amateur astronomer in Crimea. Unlike Oumuamua, Borisov looks exactly like a classic comet. Its nucleus is wrapped in a halo of dust and gas, with a long, bright tail streaming behind it. Although its chemical composition is slightly different from comets inside our solar system, its overall appearance is remarkably similar. Borisov's orbital eccentricity is 3.36, far higher than Oumuamua's 1.2, meaning its trajectory is even more open and its velocity much greater. It is also much larger in size. Borisov's diameter is about 1 kilometer, while Oumuamua is only around 160 meters. This makes Borisov the first truly active comet ever observed coming from outside our solar system. The latest interstellar visitor, 3I Atlas, is believed to have formed in another galaxy entirely. For millions, perhaps billions of years, it may have been drifting through deep space after being ejected from its home system by some powerful event. Recently, it approached our solar system from the direction of Sagittarius, the region near the center of the Milky Way. It's important to note that human observation of the universe has major blind spots. The far side of the Sun and the dense central region of our galaxy are essentially observational dead zones. 3I Atlas appears to have come from this hidden region, remaining invisible until it became bright enough for us to detect. As of August 20th, 2025, data from the Hubble Space Telescope suggests its nucleus may be between 440 meters and 5.6 kilometers in size. It is an active object with an icy core and a visible comet tail. As it approaches the Sun, It is surrounded by a glowing cloud of gas and dust, which is why astronomers classify it as a comet rather than an asteroid. 3I Atlas, currently speeding through the solar system at roughly 61 kilometers per second and accelerating as it moves closer to the sun. Its hyperbolic trajectory means it will not be captured by solar gravity. It will simply pass through and continue back into interstellar space. Its extreme speed suggests a very ancient origin. Scientists estimate it could be between 7 and 14 billion years old, older than our entire solar system, which is about 4.6 billion years old. In a sense, 3I Atlas is like a traveler from the early universe, a wanderer that has crossed unimaginable distances, staying only briefly in our cosmic neighborhood before disappearing once again into the endless dark between the stars. 3I Atlas doesn't just have an unusual origin. Its orbit is unlike almost anything we've ever observed. Inside the solar system, planets, comets, and asteroids are all bound to the sun's gravity, moving along circular or elliptical paths. Only objects traveling fast enough to escape the sun's gravitational pull follow hyperbolic trajectories, paths that cut through our solar system once and never return. Atlas belongs to this rare category, but it goes even further. Its orbital eccentricity exceeds 6, making its path almost a straight line, a shape extremely rare among known celestial objects. Even more striking, the orbital plane of Atlas is almost perfectly aligned with the ecliptic, the plane where Earth and most of the planets orbit the Sun. But Atlas is traveling retrograde through that plane, moving in the opposite direction of all the planets. Orbital simulations reveal something even stranger. Atlas is projected to pass near the orbits of Mars, Venus, and Jupiter in that order. It will first pass near the orbit of Mars, then swing behind the Sun, potentially altering its trajectory, then pass close to Venus, and finally skim by Jupiter's orbit before exiting the solar system. Research teams ran over 1 million random simulations. The probability of an interstellar object naturally passing close to all 3 of these planets in a single flyby is only about 0.05%, 5 in 10,000. This highly specific route has sparked intense discussion. Some people even argue that Atlas looks like it's conducting a survey of the inner solar system. From an astronomical viewpoint, these 3 planets are not random targets. Venus, Earth, Mars lie in or near the habitable zone, believed to be the most suitable for life. Jupiter, the most massive planet, shapes the gravitational environment of the entire solar system and plays a key role in long-term stability. If Atlas's path were a mapping mission, it would be a remarkably efficient one. According to current calculations, Atlas will reach its perihelion, its closest point to the Sun, on October 29th, 2025. Normally, this would be the best time to observe it, as it would be at peak brightness. But at that exact moment, Atlas will be behind the Sun, completely hidden from Earth's view. This timing is crucial, because a celestial object travels fastest at perihelion. Any thrust or outgassing at this point can create an Oberth maneuver, a way to gain the maximum change in velocity by firing propulsion at the strongest point in a gravitational well. For a natural comet, acceleration at perihelion is normal, but deceleration would be highly unusual. And the problem is, this critical moment is completely invisible to us. It's almost as if Atlas is performing its most important maneuver while staying outside Earth's line of sight. Atlas is showing yet another anomaly. Normally, a comet's tail always points away from the Sun, pushed back by sunlight and the solar wind. But in images taken by the Hubble Space Telescope on July 21, 2025, Atlas appeared to show a bright jet pointing toward the Sun, as if performing reverse thrust or actively slowing down. There is currently no accepted explanation for this phenomenon. It could be an optical effect, or it might indicate some physical mechanism we have not yet discovered. Either way, this abnormal jet has made 3I Atlas one of the most intriguing interstellar visitors in recent memory. NASA has announced plans to use a wide range of instruments to observe Atlas, including Hubble Space Telescope, James Webb Space Telescope, Spherix, the Perseverance and Curiosity Mars rovers, Europa Clipper, Lucy, and joint missions like SOHO and JUICE. Multiple agencies will be watching this object closely. Current data shows that Atlas poses no threat to Earth. It will remain far from our planet. When it comes closest, its relative speed compared to Earth will be nearly 98 kilometers per second. With modern chemical rocket technology, we simply cannot catch up to something moving that fast. Some people online suggested sending the Juno spacecraft near Jupiter to intercept it. But Juno was launched in 2011 and is far beyond its peak operational capacity. Its fuel and main engine are not capable of such a maneuver. In reality, we can only observe Atlas from afar as it slices through the solar system and heads back into the vast darkness of interstellar space. If you have access to telescopes and want to catch a glimpse of Atlas, here are the key observation windows you should watch for. Ever since 3I Atlas was confirmed to have entered the solar system, discussions about its origin have exploded across the internet and the scientific community. While mainstream astronomers remain committed to evidence-based explanations, public interest groups and space enthusiasts have formed three major theories. This is the explanation favored by mainstream science. NASA and most national space agencies support this interpretation. According to this view, Atlas is an extreme but natural interstellar object, a comet that formed outside our solar system and happened to pass through. Many of Atlas's unusual features, its 61 km per second velocity, its eccentricity greater than 6, and its ecliptic-aligned but retrograde orbit are rare, but not outside the realm of natural celestial mechanics. In the cosmic scale, high speeds and unusual trajectories can be produced by gravitational slingshot events, close encounters with massive stars, or violent ejection from a young planetary system. These mechanisms are sufficient to explain Atlas's trajectory and energy. So far, no observational data shows any clear signs of artificial construction or extraterrestrial technology. Given the limited evidence, treating Atlas as an interstellar comet remains the most scientifically cautious and falsifiable explanation. A second idea, popular among astronomy enthusiasts, suggests that Atlas might be an extraterrestrial reconnaissance device. Supporters point to several anomalies in Atlas's behavior. 1. Its flight path passes almost exactly by Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, all key planets in the solar system. 2. At perihelion, Atlas moves behind the Sun, precisely avoiding the line of sight of Earth-based telescopes. 3. The object lacks a stable comet tail and consistent outgassing. 4. Its trajectory and attitude changes appear unusually regular, almost as if they are intentional maneuvers. Some believe that Atlas may be conducting a fast, high-speed reconnaissance sweep of the solar system, collecting data on major planets without attempting direct contact. This idea is often connected to the dark forest hypothesis, which suggests that advanced civilizations may remain silent and hidden to avoid exposing their location, only performing passive reconnaissance. People speculate that the discovery of an alien-made object would have profound consequences for religion, the origin of humanity, and the question of whether we are alone. However, there is currently no verifiable evidence supporting this scenario. It remains speculative fiction, not a scientific conclusion. The third idea is linked to astrobiology, known as the cosmic seed carrier or life courier hypothesis. It is based on the theory of panspermia, the idea that life may not originate independently on each planet, but may spread through the universe via celestial objects. Recent scientific findings lend some support to this concept. For example, Martian samples contain iron phosphates, pyrrhotite, and organic carbon, whose formation conditions do not match high temperature or strong acid environments, suggesting possible traces of ancient microbial processes. Over 200 Martian meteorites have been found on Earth, containing trapped gas compositions nearly identical to the Martian atmosphere, This confirms that material exchange between planets does occur. From this perspective, some speculate that Atlas could be a carrier of life, a natural interstellar vessel transporting biological building blocks. Its path passing near Venus, Earth, and Mars, all located in or near the habitable zone, might reflect a natural process of evaluation and delivery. In this view, Atlas is not an artificial probe, but part of a universal mechanism through which life spreads like seeds in the wind, riding celestial bodies to new worlds. No matter which interpretation turns out to be correct, the arrival of 3I Atlas reminds us of something important. Our understanding of the universe is still extremely limited. There may be natural phenomena in interstellar space that lie far beyond our current scientific framework, and perhaps even pathways through which life itself travels between worlds. Science advances through verification. Imagination advances through curiosity. And both are essential for exploring the unknown. Maybe Atlas is nothing more than a brief celestial visitor, passing through our solar system on its ancient journey. Or maybe it carries traces of information from a distant galaxy we have yet to comprehend. Either way, its appearance challenges us to keep questioning, keep observing, and keep looking outward. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.